Hi everybody. I thought rather than write another forum entry that I would actually record a little video for you again to say thank you for all your responses to the questionnaires in Module 9 because there was a lot to do in Module 9, so I appreciate you doing all the work you did. Now there were 3 questionnaires which I want to look at very briefly. The first one was about these 3 pictures. And it was interesting for me that there was a split when you were thinking about your own experiences as a child. I would say roughly half of you were thinking about this, the group work or the pair work, and the other half were thinking about working on your own. However, fast forwarding now to your situation and thinking about student interaction in your classes, it seems that most of you relate to the pair work and group work pictures. So these days, these pictures, A and B, are the ones which reflect more what happens in your classroom. And for me, it's probably the same too. Well, I remember learning languages a long time ago as involving a lot of work on my own like this, a lot of long, difficult exercises in my book. These days, I do try to give learners more time to think about things with a partner or in a group, so to make it a bit more interesting for them, I guess. The second questionnaire was actually asking you to appraise or be critical about a series of 4 activities all connected to conditionals. Now, you were quite positive overall about all of these activities, but I got the feeling that you got more positive after each one. So the first activity was quite a simple written exercise. You gave some good reasons why this is useful. However, you also had some doubts. For example, students can copy each other's answers when you are doing written work like this. And also this one here, should the teacher accept all the answers and ideas from pupils? And that's actually for me the most important issue with these kind of exercises. Often you want to practice, for example, the conditionals, but a student will give you an answer with a different form, perhaps, which is perfectly logical, but not the form you're looking for. So is that correct? Well, that's a question you have to think about. The second activity was a bit more interactive, involving pair work, and you like this, although a fair point again here that some students can be too shy to talk, which I think is a problem in any communicative activity. The third activity involved students walking around the classroom, and you were very positive about this, and perhaps a little bit of concern that it can get noisy and a bit chaotic, as we see at the end here. But finally, when we get to the board game, the fourth activity, I think this is overwhelmingly positive. There is still some doubt, and I think this is a fair point as well. Sometimes with board games, the children just want to win, and they don't really care about what they have to do in terms of language. So of course you have to monitor as well. And there is also the question of control here. Okay, and the final questionnaire was actually a language activity for you yourselves about the use of I wish and if only. Now I will give you more practice in this or more feedback on this because I can see that there are some mistakes here, but some of the answers are good. Just to give you some examples, these are not the only correct answers, but good examples. So the situation is, in my first year of teaching, I tried to speak with an American accent even though I'd learnt British English. This was because the teacher before was from the USA. So correct. I wish I'd learned American or American English, we'd say. That's the correct form that we're looking for. Actually, this is interesting because it's all about having the right form. But as I just said, it may be possible to use another form here, which is not I wish and if only, so it does feel a little bit artificial. Another question, let's see, let's go to the end. Write one of your own regrets. Ah, well, I wish I'd learnt better English. Well, you've got this absolutely correct, so don't worry too much about your English if you can make these kind of sentences. How about this one, maybe? I wish I had more capabilities of making my lessons easier understood or better understood by my students. Well, I guess we all think about that sometimes. I certainly do. Thanks again very much for taking time to do all of these questionnaires, and watch out for some more feedback on the language in the next few days. Bye.